because this is my first time trying it with this mic. So usually I'm in the office using a different one, but today for a change we're here in the university. So just gonna welcome everyone who came in. Nice to meet you all. My name is Angela. I just graduated from high school last year. Also just turned 18 last year. So this year I'm trying to get some 9s in IELTS while I do my university studies. And currently I am still learning IELTS, so I haven't done the test yet. And I am learning with my teacher Nick. So hopefully he will come in soon and he will just join me, but he's not actually gonna be online. He will just be there, so his account, and you guys can follow him too. So you can do mock exam with him here on live, and it's all for free, so he can tell you where you might be having trouble with and what you might improve. So if you have any questions for me, please feel free to ask me in English or Chinese. I can understand both. 如果大家有什么问题想问我，都可以用中文或者英文来问我，都可以听得懂。So here in my live streaming, I would like to provide an immersive and realistic English environment where we can learn together. And it is almost, I guess it's transitioning. The weather here is quite cool. Today is about 23 degrees, which is really nice. Yeah, it's UQ, the University of Queensland. This is where I am studying right now, and I am in my first year of university, doing the Bachelor of Science on the Bachelor of Commerce. Okay. So, 可以分享一下怎么学的英语吗? So how did I learn my English? That is a really good question. I always would say, I always tell the story about my mom making me do exercise books. That is actually how I did learn English, which is building a really strong foundation. But obviously doing the exercise books is a really boring way. And right now, because the technology is so much more advanced, we can use AI to help us. You first have to learn the words. So you will learn the vocabulary, you memorize the meaning, you learn what kind of word it is and how you can use it, which is by making sentences. And after that, you can write paragraph with the sentences and get AI to generate paragraphs and read it out loud. Or you can read books and then watch movies to help you out. Okay, can everyone see me well? There we go. This is a better angle. Yeah, so all of these tips are how you will start learning English. 大家可以先学习词语，就是学习词语的意思，然后呢，怎么去用这个词语去造句。Okay, so just gonna welcome everyone who came in. Nice to meet you all. My name is Angela. I just graduated from high school last year and also just turned 18 last year. So this year I'm trying to get some 9s in IELTS while I do my university studies at the University of Queensland. So here we are on campus today at my university, and for a change, this is why we're doing it, for a change, just to make it more interesting. This is my setting and background. I've changed it so it's like, you know, I'm in like an actual different place. I will show you slightly. I have a tripod. So behind me is the other building of the Great Courts, and this is, I'm pretty sure, the law library nearby, which is over there. Yeah, okay. So, 像人机一样, so I look like AI. 有必要看一些英语网课吗? Okay, if you already have a level of English and you want to improve yourself further, yes, that is definitely. So you do need to learn with someone. Say for example me, I already have a good level of English before I started learning IELTS systematically, but I am getting my teacher Nick to help me further improve my academic writing. Yeah. I am in Australia right now, in Brisbane, and here is my university, which is the University of Queensland. And for a change today, we're just gonna live stream here. You know, it's really nice. It's a grass area. We can sit and relax, and you can do picnics here. So I am on a picnic mat. Yeah. And I guess this is more interesting than just sitting in the office. This is Brisbane, not Melbourne or Sydney. My best friend is in Sydney right now. So I have not grown up here, so I'm not ABC. For those who haven't seen me before, I always use the term Chinese born Chinese to describe myself. So not ABC, I'm CBC. And my mom actually stayed here with me for most of my time as an international student. So the reason why my English is really good is, of course, because of the right strategies. I've done lots of practices, and as I've always mentioned, my mom always made me do exercise books when I was younger. So I had to learn grammar and learn vocabulary really systematically. However, nowadays, you know how we have AI. Thank you so much for the sign. Thank you. So we have AI, and then we have online apps. So there's so much resources. You can watch movies. There's a lot more engaging ways and a lot of different ways you can do it. So I would say strategy is more important than where you are and like just where you are and how long you've been there. It's not about the time, it's not completely about where you are, it's not about the environment only either. All of these things mix together to help you improve, but no other factor is bigger than the other one. It's mainly about the strategy and the practice. Okay, so just gonna welcome everyone who came in. Nice to meet you all. My name is Angela. I just graduated from high school last year. I also just turned 18 last year. So this year I'm trying to get some 9s in IELTS while I do my university studies at the University of Queensland. Here I am in my live streaming. I would like to provide a realistic and immersive English environment where we can learn together. So realistic, 真实的 and immersive. That is the reason why I am speaking quite fast because this is a normal speaking speed you will be exposed to if you ever go study abroad. So this is how I usually talk to my friends. So if one of my friends are here, I would be able to chat with them. However, unfortunately, I'm not able to get someone in. Okay, I will definitely try to speak as slowly and as clearly as I can to make it, well, as clearly as I can to make it more understandable. But about the slow part, I will just use a reasonable speed. So for those who want to practice the more realistic English environment, I'm providing that. Okay. 9. Honestly, yeah, the IELTS 9 is quite difficult and I'm finding it quite difficult to get, especially the higher marks in writing. Even though I graduated here in Australian high school, I still struggle with the IELTS writing because it's a very different structure from what we learned in high school. It is more like what you would write and how you would write in university. Yeah, just gonna welcome everyone. Nice to meet you all. My name is Angela. I just graduated from high school last year. I also just turned 18 last year. So here I am in the University of Queensland live streaming. And this is for a change, so it all looks really new and interesting. So instead of sitting in the office today, I am here in the university. And there's lots of people here today taking photos because I think because the weather is quite nice today. Thank you so much for the sign. Thank you. So yeah, the weather is quite nice today and I just took a picture for a few people. I think they're taking graduation videos or was it like a wedding photo kind of thing. But I was just taking pictures for someone and it's really cool. Okay. So, just gonna welcome everyone again. Nice to meet you all. My name is Angela. I just graduated from high school last year. I also just turned 18 last year. So this year I'm trying to get some 9s in IELTS while I do my university studies at the University of Queensland. I am in Brisbane right now and here is my university. I am on campus today and as you can see behind me is a great court. I am sitting in the grass area and it's really nice because the weather is really good today, so it's not rainy or cloudy. Well, it's not completely sunny now because it's a little bit late in the afternoon. Where is my friends? My friends are not here with me because I live stream on my own. Yeah, so my friends are just not here today. They're busy studying and when my friend is actually at a semi-formal of her college, so she lives on campus with like a bunch of other people and they have a semi-formal, which is like where you wear pretty dresses and you go to an event, which is really exciting. Okay. So quick, yes, I do speak really quick. Happy Sunday, thank you, Fit. Happy Sunday, everyone. Yes, and I really like live streaming on Sundays because it's really chill and it's really fun to come on campus. There is no one here right now, but usually it's actually super busy on campus. Yeah, exactly, all my friends are right here, but my offline friends are never with me here when I'm live streaming, you know, because I'll get distracted. But all of my online friends are here with me. Okay, I'm really glad. Just gonna welcome everyone who came in. Nice to meet you all. My name is Angela. I just graduated from high school last year and also just turned 18 last year. So this year I'm trying to get some 9s in IELTS while I do my university studies at the University of Queensland. And right now I am still in the progress of learning IELTS, so I haven't done the test yet, but I did get an estimate score of an 8.5 when I did speaking mock exam with my teacher Nick. So I'm still learning with my teacher Nick. If you guys search up 雅思考官尼克, you can follow my teacher as well. He do free online mock exams and it's really nice. And he can help you find where you need to improve further and how to improve it further. Okay. So, yes, for those who haven't seen me before, I describe myself as Chinese, foreign Chinese. So I'm actually from the north side of China, Shanxi, Taiyuan. Is there anyone from the same hometown as me? Please let me know. Some people say you can tell it's a Taiyuan accent. How does that work? That is really cool. I've never heard someone tell me that before, so in case I didn't notice, this is quite interesting because I've never heard anyone telling me I have a Taiyuan accent. But that's pretty nice. Okay. So major, what's my major? I would like to major in biomedical science. But yeah, I think I am going to move school soon, but I'm not exactly sure. I might be moving school soon. Anyways, that is quite a serious topic, and I guess we can talk less about study and more just about the fun things. I guess no one wants to study on Saturday, right? I mean, a Sunday. See, I'm getting it really messed up because my Saturday and Sundays are really busy, both of them. So right now I am in the University of Queensland. As you can see behind me, this is a great court, which is a very famous area of UQ, my school. Yep, I am here in my university on campus, exactly. And it's really pretty. You can see the background, the great court, all the buildings are more of the ancient style. And then you can see the green grasses. We have a very big grass area here, and I'm sitting right here on like it's like a little mattress, like a, what do you call it? A picnic mat. Yeah, there we go, a picnic mat. Okay, so the USYD. Oh, Next to me. Nice. That's really cool. Thank you so much for the sign, everyone. I love how we're all interacting. Someone say they want to see UQ Lakes. Oh, okay. Let me see if I can take you there later. However, I'm going to sit here for a while because I'm quite lazy, you know, feeling like a little bit of a lazy Sunday. I'll sit here for a bit and just chill. And then we might move on to UQ Lakes, which is that direction. Okay. So guys, please remember to give me a follow and like if you want to learn English with me, or if you want to look at my life as an international student, or if you want to stay with me on my journey tonight. 如果大家想跟我一起学习英语，请记给我点点关注和小星星，谢谢。And every now and then, every Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday midday at lunch, I will be live streaming in the office on my account here. And other times, I will be doing surprise live streams. Maybe I'll go on campus here at the University of Queensland, or I will be going to parks or city, different places to make it more interesting. Did someone say it was going to rain? There is no way. Please don't. Oh, it does look like it's gonna rain, right? The weather is kind of looking a little bit cloudy right now. So just gonna welcome everyone who came in. Nice to meet you all. My name is Angela. I just graduated from high school last year. I also just turned 18 last year. So this year I'm trying to get some 9 in IELTS while I do my university studies at the University of Queensland. So here I am on campus in my university, and this is a great court right here. So if I show you around behind me, it's our grass area. And right behind me this way is a law library, and it's really pretty in there. But I'm not going to go into the libraries because it's going to disturb people from studying. And it is actually our midterm time, which means we do all the exams, hand in assignments. So everyone is actually quite busy. And yeah, I have just been studying in the past 2 days. I studied until like 2 or 3 a.m. the other day. It's crazy. There's a lot of content to go through. But I guess no one wants to listen to school all the time on a Sunday, so let's move on to some more interesting topics. Do you have any questions for me, everyone? Okay. So where are staying now? I am staying in Brisbane right now, and here is the University of Queensland, if that's what you're asking. Okay. So 晚上11点直播 late at night. Thank you so much for the sign, by the way. Thank you, dear. Okay. Oh my gosh, 11 p.m. That is actually super late. I know people does that. However, I am a very I guess I get easily tired. So at night I want to sleep early if I don't do anything else. But that's a good idea. Maybe one day I will come on campus at like maybe 11 or 12 p.m. and I will show you around the night, what it looks like at night. Maybe I will do that. Like maybe when I'm more like chill, like when it's not midterm. So after I hand my assessments in, I might do like a surprise live stream late at night just to show you guys what it looks like. It's gonna be really boring though because there's no one here and the lighting will be so bad. Okay. So which university? This is the University of Queensland. So behind me is the Great Court. And well, in front of me is also the Great Court and lots of really beautiful ancient style buildings. And on the left, so if I walk that way, if I keep walking on the left, it will be UQ Lake. So it's like a little lake area and it's actually quite nice as well. So I might start walking towards there later, but I will stay here for a bit, as you guys can see. It's really nice, right? All the large grass area. We're allowed to just sit here and picnic. Yeah. And I guess today we're having like a little picnic with all of my online friends here. Okay. Oh, finally someone say I have an Australian accent. That is the first time I heard of that. A lot of people say I don't have an Australian accent, even though I've been an international student here in Australia for a couple of years, which is quite interesting. Yeah, okay. So, taco. Ooh, yum, taco. I love that as well. Okay, teach English. So right now I do private tutoring, so I tutor my own students. However, you know, the online and teaching English here on Douyin, I haven't really got any lessons organized because it's quite different from when you teach face-to-face. So I am actually talking to my manager about how I should teach if anyone wants to learn English with me. But for now, if you want help or if you want to learn English, you can go follow my teacher Nick. You can search up 雅思考官尼克，大家可以关注我的老师。And he will be able to give you some tips during the mock exam here on live. He will be doing mock exam on live as well. And that is for free, so you guys can go to his live streaming room. You can book a live stream with him. You can connect and then do a mock exam. He will be able to tell you what is wrong with your English, or if we say it more nicely, it's what are you having trouble with. Okay. So just gonna welcome everyone again. Nice to meet you all. My name is Angela. I just graduated from high school last year. I also just turned 18 last year. So this year I'm trying to get some 9s in IELTS while I do my university studies at the University of Queensland. Okay, so in my live streaming, I would like to provide an immersive and realistic English environment where we can learn together. Please show the campus. Okay, I will start walking around actually. So are you studying at this university? Yes, I am. So this is my university right here in the background. Oh my goodness. Okay, I nearly just tripped over this mat. I will hold the tripod and I'll show you around the university. So behind me there, this is the law library building, and if we look at the broader background, that is a great court, and I will take you into the walkways. Okay, so if we go this way, I will show you around. This is the most famous area here in UQ. A lot of people take photos here. I was actually just taking photos for a few people who seem like they're graduating or they're having an event. Yes, the University of Queensland right now. So for a change, we're gonna live stream here today, yes. And you know what, I'll walk backwards. I hope I don't run into anyone. People, please tell me if I run into someone. Okay, I hope I don't. There we go. So, okay, someone say I look like ABC. I'm actually not ABC. I always use the term Chinese, born Chinese, to describe myself. So, okay, here we are. This is the big corridor. I was just sitting on the grass area in the middle of the great court, and now we're at the corridor. And the corridor is actually really good for photos as well because it's got like an extended kind of walkway, and then it's very, very three-dimensional, you know. When you take photos, it looks super cool as well. Okay. Just gonna welcome everyone who came in. Nice to meet you all. My name is Angela. I just graduated from high school last year. I also just turned 18 last year. So this year I'm trying to get some 9s in IELTS while I do my university at the University of Queensland. Yeah, it's so right now I am on campus at my university, and this is actually a public area outside. It's not in any libraries or private spaces, so I'm not bothering anyone. I've made sure that is all right, and I'm not filming anyone else, so this is allowed. Okay, and for those who haven't seen me before, I am Chinese, born Chinese. So I'm from the north side of China, 我是北方人, and I'm actually from 山西太原。有没有老乡给我扣个一? So is anyone from the same hometown as me? Please let me know. And the reason why I'm live streaming here on campus is because it's like a much prettier setting, and it allows me to take my friends online here into my real life. This is where I actually study and where I always be late. Oh, nice! I see lots of people from my hometown. Lovely. Okay, and if we look behind me, this is a corridor. It's really nice, right? It's really pretty. And as I have said before, it's a Sunday, so there's no one here. This is the reason why I only do weekend like here on campus at my university, because there's no one else here and it wouldn't really block any traffic. So I've already made sure that, so guys, please don't worry, this is pretty ethical. And I am making sure I don't go into the libraries. This corridor is an open public area as well, so it is not a silent place where I cannot talk. And because I don't go into the libraries, this is all right. Yeah. I am walking around right now just showing you around the campus. It's quite cool today. The weather is quite cool as well. Thank you so much for the sign. Thank you. It's really cute. Okay, and I can't understand and speak Chinese. However, I'm trying to provide you guys with an immersive and realistic English environment so we can learn English together. Okay, 为什么学校没有人? So why is there no one here on school? Thank you so much. Thank you for the sign. So why is no one here? It's because it's a Sunday, so everyone has gone home and to, you know, rest. And everyone else is actually in the library. Yeah, so most people are studying in the library because it's about midterm. So that's when our assessments are due and when we have to revise for our exams. The reason why I'm doing this on a Sunday is, first of all, because there's no one else here, so I don't catch anyone who don't want to be in the camera. And second of all, I'm not like blocking any walkways because there's no one walking around. Yeah, okay. So just gonna welcome everyone who came in. Nice to meet you all. My name is Angela. I just graduated from high school last year and I also just turned 18 last year. So this year I'm trying to get some 9s in IELTS while I do my university studies at the University of Queensland, which is where I am right now. So this is my university. Right behind me is a corridor near the Great Court, which is a very famous area. People like to visit. It's good for tourists as well. And I am just gonna walk around. Okay, so this is next to a coffee shop, so I'll quiet down a little bit. Even though the coffee shop isn't open today, there are people doing work here. Okay, how am I? Okay, I've been quite well. I've been a little bit busy doing homework and trying to study for my exams. Okay. So, law library, yeah, that was a law library just then. And behind me is a central library. Last time I went to the central library, I went inside for a little bit, but no talking. But this time, I'm not gonna go in because I'm pretty sure it's very busy in there. I don't want to disturb anyone's studies. Okay, so everyone, if you want to ask me any questions, you can feel free to ask questions in English or Chinese. I can understand both, so just feel free to do that. And hopefully we can all learn together and share our study tips. 如果大家想问我问题，可以用中文或者英文来问我，我都可以看得懂，然后我会尽量回应大家。Okay, so are there some Molly in your university. Oh, thank you so much for the sign. Molly, as in, is that a type of plant or flower? I'm sorry, I didn't really understand what that meant. Okay, Kunda, yes, this is the University of Queensland. As you can see behind me is the Central Library, and I am in the corridor next to the Great Court right now. Oh, sorry guys, I need a little bit of breath. Thank you so much for the sign, guys. Thank you. I love how we're all interacting really well today. Okay, 雅思怎么复习能达到7以上？ So first of all, you have to know where your weaknesses are. So what is wrong with your English? Even though that sounds a bit harsh, let's put it in nice words, which is what are you not understanding, what are you having trouble with? So you have to understand where you're losing marks on, right? Say for example, I am losing marks on my writing. And what I would do is to increase my vocabulary and try to work more on writing. 所以大家可以如果想怎么复习能达到7，就是要多刷题，但是我们要有目的去刷题，就是要知道自己哪里做的不太好，哪里没有看懂，然后呢再去针对性的刷题。So you have to know what do you not understand in order to understand it, and that's all I have to say. Yeah, the very classical, the building style, right? The ancient-looking buildings is really cute. Okay, are there a lot of people in the library? Do you want me to check it out for you? I'm not sure. I think so. Just because of respect, I don't really want to go into the libraries because it's going to be really loud if I speak in the library. Okay, just going to welcome everyone who just came in. Nice to meet you all. My name is Angela. I just graduated from high school last year. I also just turned 18 last year. So this year I'm trying to get some 9s in IELTS while I do my university studies at the University of Queensland. So right now I am still currently studying IELTS and I am trying to share some tips of my study here while I'm just talking to you guys, providing an immersive and realistic English environment. And I guess I'm not going to go into the library because it's really loud if I speak. But I can have a look for you. Hold on. Yep, there is a lot of people in there. You know what? The Central Library is quite full today. But if you go downstairs, maybe the ground level have less people. I just looked into the library. There's so many people studying. I don't want to go in there and disturb them. What? Okay. So, just gonna welcome everyone who came in. Nice to meet you all. My name is Angela. I just graduated from high school last year, also just turned 18 last year. So this year I'm trying to get some 9s in IELTS while I do my university studies at the University of Queensland. So today we are on campus at my university. As you can see behind me, this is a corridor near the Great Court. And it's a really pretty area where lots of people like to take wedding photos or graduation photos. So this is why I want to take you around. So get you guys all involved, get my online friends to be more involved in my life. Okay. And for those who haven't seen this one before, please don't worry because this is a Sunday and I am in the outside area. I am not disturbing anyone from their studies and there is no classes going on today, so please don't worry. Everything is quite okay. Okay, so here in my live streaming, I would like to provide an immersive and realistic English environment where we can learn English together. And for those who want to learn English with me, please remember to follow and like. 如果大家想跟我一起学习英语，请记得给我点点关注和小星星，谢谢。Thank you so much. Thank you for your support, and please remember you can always stay with me on my journey tonight because I still haven't got my 9s yet, so I'm still working on that, and I will be sharing tips of how I learn, or we can just chat casually about my life as an international student. I have been an international student for a couple of years here in Australia. That is, of course, I have the English environment, right? So I hear a lot of my friends here tell me that it's difficult without the English environment to practice. Obviously, that is true. It is a factor contributing to how good your English is, but it's not the only factor. So, of course, with the right strategies and the right practice, you can get a lot better at the language, even without the environment. And I can promise you that once you use the right strategies, you practice, do the vocabulary, learn the vocabulary, write the sentences, and then write paragraphs and read them out loud, you will be able to achieve lots. Okay, so let's see what other questions we have. How many hours are we different? Okay, I think it's 2 hours. No, wait, 3. 3 or 2? I'm pretty sure 3 hours time difference. Yeah, 应该是3个小时时差. Yeah, it's 3 different. I think it's 3 hours. I am in my university right now, which is the University of Queensland, and behind me is a corridor in the Great Court. If you're wondering why the camera is really shaky, I actually have a tripod today, like a tripod where I can put my camera and stand. But because I want to walk around and show you, I'm holding the tripod at the same time, so it's actually quite heavy. Yes, in Lucia, there are people who are actually like in Brisbane, right? Okay, welcome everyone. So just gonna welcome everyone again. Nice to meet you all. My name is Angela. I just graduated from high school last year and I also just turned 18 last year. So this year I'm trying to get some 9s in IELTS while I do my university studies at the University of Queensland. I am actually still in my bachelor's degree and indeed I am a first year student. So Everyone here, if you're in the university as well, please let me know. I would love to know if there are the same people from the same school as me. 有没有学长和学姐? Okay, just out of curiosity, from the same school, from the same university, anyone? Okay, yes, Queensland, here it is, right here in Queensland. I am not doing my master's degree yet, so I am actually doing a Bachelor of Commerce and Science, so it's a dual degree. But I might be moving schools, but it depends. So no certainty on that yet, but I will update you guys all here. Am I married? Is it because of the ring? I'm not married. I am definitely not married. This is for aesthetics, which means I just want to look pretty. So it's like a little decoration I have. It's definitely not that I'm married. I'm still very, very young, so I'm only 18, barely allowed to marry. Okay. So just gonna welcome everyone. Nice to meet you all. My name is Angela. I just graduated from high school last year, also just turned 18 last year. So this year I am trying to get some 9s in IELTS while I do my university studies at the University of Queensland. Yes, just turned 18 last year. Yeah, so I'm still quite young. Okay. And today we're streaming on campus here. So this is my university right behind me. It's a corridor next to the Great Court. And it's actually a really pretty hallway, you know, all the very ancient style buildings. And behind me here is also very beautiful. It's a grass area, the green grassy area. Yeah, you can go picnic over there. And I think people were asking me if it's busy in the libraries. I think it is actually quite busy today. I just had a look in the library because I'm not allowed to talk in there. I don't go into libraries and stream. I would say it's quite busy today because it's midterm right now, and then everyone's like revising for exams and doing their assignments. I actually had organized something with my friends this afternoon to do an assignment together, but my friend, she had like a semi-formal at her college, so she couldn't come, and I had to cancel it with my other friend as well. So this is also why I came here, but I'm live streaming because I had something and then I canceled it, and I thought, why not just live stream with my friends online instead? Okay, so it's not just about the environment. As I've always said before, in learning English, obviously the environment matters. It contributes to your skills and your abilities to learn. However, it is not the most important aspect of learning, the fact you have an environment. This is going to be so cringe to say, but I know a lot of my friends who are born here, their English skills, like writing skills or academic English, is not as good as mine. Yeah, just judging from the grades, not in a mean way, it's just the truth. It's with practice and with the right strategies, you can always get better at the language. It's not exactly about the environment. Okay, actually I'm gonna say something I want to now. It's just quite random. I dyed my hair the other day, can you see it? It's green. I did not mean to dye it green. So remember I said that I want to dye my hair like a different color the other day. I was asking for opinions. I think I saw purple and then blue. So what I went for, I bought a silver hair dye because I have really light color hair. I bleached it for like the highlighted streaks. When I went back to China, I thought it's a really pretty style. That's been really popular. Yeah, and I bleached it so it's got the highlighted streaks. And then the other day, I used a silver hair dye to dye it, and I used a little bit of purple to mix into it. I don't know why this turned out to be green. I thought it would be at least blue or purple, but it didn't turn out like that. And yeah, it's just green now. So I have green hair, but it's not ugly, I guess. It's quite nice. What do you guys think of my new hair? What do you think? It's like a different color now, but it's still the same style. Okay, just gonna welcome everyone who came in. Nice to meet you all. My name is Angela. I just graduated from high school last year. I also just turned 18 last year. So this year I'm trying to get some 9s in IELTS while I do my university studies here at the University of Queensland. And we were just talking about some random things as an international student here, and we were talking about how I'm live streaming here on campus. So I'm live streaming in my actual university. So I would like to take all my friends online and into my real life and see where I actually live and study. Well, I don't live here, but I study here and I'm here most of the time. I've actually spent a lot of time in one of the libraries. It's the biology science library. However, I'm not gonna go over there because it's quite on the side of the school. It's quite far away from everything else. Okay, so does anyone have any questions? So if anyone have any questions, please feel free to ask them. I will try my best to answer all of them. 如果大家有什么问题，可以用中文或者英文来问我，我都可以看得懂。Yep, and then we're just in my live streaming. I would like to provide an immersive and realistic English environment where we can learn together, and that's the reason why I'm speaking in full English. Because I always emphasize it's super important. When you only get the right input, you can get the right output. So, okay. Here in my live streaming, I can guarantee you that this is definitely the correct input. I've been learning English for a couple of years, and I've been systematically learning IELTS, studying IELTS for about 3 or 4 months. And right now, my speaking for IELTS is at an estimate of 8.5 when I did my mock exam with my teacher Nick. 大家可以搜索我的老师雅思考官尼克 and he does free mock exams on live. And he is actually a past IELTS examiner, so he understands the system very well and he knows what he's doing. OK， 大家如果想一起学习英语，可以给我点点关注和小心心，谢谢。可以去搜索一下我的老师雅思考官尼克。OK， 然后他在我们抖音的直播上面是有模考的，可以给大家做模考，然后帮助大家一起学习。OK，so where are your classmates? Because we don't have classes today, obviously because it's a Sunday, my classmates are not here, and none of my offline friends, none of my like real life friends are here, so I'm here with my online friends, which is you guys. Okay, just gonna welcome everyone who came in. Nice to meet you all. My name is Angela. I just graduated from high school last year. I also just turned 18 last year. So this year I'm trying to get some 9s in IELTS while I do my university studies at the University of Queensland. So here right now, we're just taking a little casual walk in the university on campus. And the reason why we're doing it on campus today is because I want to do something chill and fun for the weekend. So instead of like literally looking at a book and learning, which is something slightly boring, I want to do something fun, which is looking at where I actually study and where I spend a lot of my time at. Yeah, so here is my university, and behind me is the law library. I think it's over that way a little bit. And this is a great court, which is super pretty. It's a very famous area. People come and take photos for, which is quite nice. Yeah. And I actually really enjoy the environment here because it's a beautiful campus. It's got lots of green areas, and we also have UQ Lake. We have a lake on campus. We have a little bit of a waterfall as well, but I'm not gonna go that way because it's a little bit far away and I'm too lazy. I'm gonna go back on my picnic mat and just gonna answer some questions. Sorry for those who I haven't answered yet. I haven't been reading the comments because I have to watch where I was walking. Okay, there we go. Oh my goodness, that was a big walk. See, I'm lazy. I don't usually go on a walk and I don't like doing exercise. I don't go to the gym anymore either. Okay, a little bit of story about me is back a while ago, I was an ice skater, a figure skater actually. I don't know if you guys can tell, you know, do I look like I got muscles and I'm strong? Maybe I don't. But I used to be a figure skater, which means I did ice skating, like properly doing ice skating for a while. Even though my level wasn't so high, I didn't get up to a very high level because I was too scared. I'm scared to fall, you know. Falling on the ice is absolutely so painful. So, yeah, although I'm not like a professional ice skater, I did it professionally for a bit. I learned with like a really good coach. Yeah, and I did ice skating for a while. But now I cannot do exercise at all because I haven't been practicing and I don't go to the gym. I literally sit at home, either study or watch TV or watch Douyin. Does anyone else do that? Guys, what do you all do on your weekends? Can you tell me? 大家周末都做什么? So what do you guys do on your weekends? I would love to find out. And for those who can understand me, you can answer my questions and take notes for those who cannot understand me, or you can just repeat after me and follow what I say. So here I am on campus at the University of Queensland, and everyone, please always remember to give me a follow and like if you would like to learn English with me. Thank you very much. 大家可以自己给我点点关注和小星星，如果想跟我一起学习英语，谢谢。Thank you so much. Oh, sleeping in bed. So on the weekend, you enjoy sleeping. I think that's a good activity. It's like quite chill. If you just sleep in bed, you get lots of rest, and then your brain can work better during the weekdays. I mean, that's a pretty good idea. Okay, what else do you guys do during the weekend, everyone? Ice skating, yes. Does someone else also do ice skating here? Okay, that is super cool. Show my campus. Yes, I would love to do that, guys. Please wait for me. At the very end, I will stand up and go and show my campus again. Because that was a really long walk. I'm actually super tired right now, so I'm gonna just lay on my mat and then chill for a little bit. Yeah. Just gonna welcome everyone who came in. Nice to meet you all. My name is Angela. I just graduated from high school last year. I also just turned 18 last year. So this year I'm trying to get some 9s in IELTS while I do my university studies at the University of Queensland. And here I am on campus in my university right now doing a live stream with all my online friends because I would like to show you what it looks like to be an international student here and to just show you around the campus. It's a very beautiful place with lots of beautiful buildings. And here I am in the Great Court. It's the most famous area. People take lots of photos here. I see a lot of people taking wedding photos here even, so it's a beautiful area. And later I will stand up and walk around the campus, hopefully, when I get some energy back. Just then, I was just taking people around the campus, and I was talking about how I used to be an ice skater, which means I was really, really fit. And now I can't even walk for 5 minutes holding a phone. Okay, anyways, so I don't have very good physical strength. I need a lot of practice in order to get there. I don't know why. Maybe it's just like a genetics thing, you know. So right now, my question for everyone is, what do you guys do on the weekends? 大家周末都做什么? Okay. So, shopping. Someone say they do shopping. Oh my gosh, that is my favorite thing to do. You know why I don't pick that out for the weekend? Because I do shopping on weekdays as well. So I always go out shopping whenever I catch the opportunity to do that because shopping is actually so fun. Do you buy a lot of things when you shop? Everyone who do shop? Okay. Just gonna welcome everyone who came in. Nice to meet you all. My name is Angela. I just graduated from high school last year. Also just turned 18 last year. So this year I'm trying to get some 9s in IELTS while I do my university studies at the University of Queensland. So right now we're live streaming here on campus in my university and I would like to show you all around. So we're gonna be stuck with the background behind me for a few more minutes because I'm a bit tired from walking. I was just talking about how I used to be an athlete and now I'm asking questions about what my friends here do on their weekends because I want some ideas of maybe what I can do later when I'm less busy. So behind me, as you can see, is the buildings of Great Court here in the University of Queensland. It's a very beautiful area with lots of nice green bits. Okay, so everyone, if you want to learn English with me, please remember to follow and like. Thank you so much. 大家如果想跟我一起学习英语，请记得给我点点关注和小星星。或者想看我的留学生生活，也可以给我点点关注和小星星，谢谢。So, yep, I will be giving you surprise live streaming every now and then. 等我到3万粉丝，我们就可以连麦一起学英语了。So guys, please remember to follow. So once I get up to 30,000 followers, I will start to do some connects so we can actually talk to each other and I can help you out here online. You know how cool it is just by scrolling on TikTok, by listening to me talking, you are actually getting the correct English input, which means you can learn the English and use the English better. Okay, so why can I understand what you did say? So wait, do you mean you can't understand what I say? If you mean you can't understand what I'm saying, that means you're doing great. If you cannot understand what I'm saying, that is alright as well because I'm speaking at a real speaking speed that I would speak to my friends, like local friends here, or my friends who have very good English as well. So this is what I always emphasize in my live streaming. Thank you so much for the sign. In my live streaming, I would like to provide an immersive and realistic English environment where we learn English together. And for those who want to study with me, always follow and like. Thank you. Why did I just wink? That was so cringe. Okay. Wait, hold on. Let me see what other question. How much time do you spend? So how much time did I spend studying? I have been learning English in general for a couple of years. And if you talk about IELTS specifically, I've been learning IELTS for 3 or 4 months only. So I've only been learning IELTS for less than half a year, which is not a very long time, right? And the reason why I want to get a 9 in IELTS is because I got quite a high English score when I graduated from high school. Yeah, so I'm just challenging myself to further improve my learning of English. And I am learning with my teacher Nick right now, so I haven't done the test yet. Okay, just gonna welcome everyone all again. Nice to meet you all. My name is Angela. I just graduated from high school last year, also just turned 18 last year. So this year I'm trying to get some 9s in IELTS while I do my university studies at the University of Queensland. And right now I am on campus here in my university. As you can see behind me is the background of the Great Court. It's a beautiful area. Oh wow, the sun. The sun is so pretty. See the sunshine? It's a really nice weather today because it's not super sunny, so it's not burning. But at the same time, it's got like enough sunlight to get the lighting pretty. You know, it's a very nice lighting. I might take some photos later. Someone take some screenshots for me? Okay. Clothes is pretty. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much. You guys are very lovely. Okay. What's the brand? Okay, I actually brought most of my clothes from Taobao or in like those small shops here. I forgot what this is from. I think I bought it like this shirt on the inside. I bought it from a shop near the beach. Yeah, so I can't remember where that's from. But this one is when I traveled back to China. I bought it from a shop offline actually. This one's offline, but I can't remember. It's from a shop in Taiyuan. I think it's in like a big shopping center, but not like a huge one. Is it Maoyi? I'm not exactly sure. Yeah, and the jeans are from Only, so that's the only one I can remember. But a lot of my other clothes are actually from Taobao. I love online shopping. It's so convenient. You can find anything online, literally. Okay, that's not an ad, by the way. It's just someone was asking about my clothes. So, yeah. So everyone, what kind of style do you guys like? Also, what do you all think of my new hair color? Like, I dyed it. I wanted to dye it blue and I wanted to dye it like a silver blue kind of color, you know, like the fancy silvery blue. Like it's like a thing that shines under moonlight. Yeah, and I dyed it with a silver hair dye, but it turned out green. I mean, I don't hate the color because I like all colors quite equally, but I don't know why my hair turned out to be green. So I just wanted to share that fun thing. I wanted to dye it the other day and then it turned out kind of weird. Okay, just gonna welcome everyone all again. Nice to meet you all. My name is Angela. I just graduated from high school last year and also just turned 18 last year. So this year I'm trying to get some 9s in IELTS while I'm doing my university studies. Okay. So for those who haven't seen me before, I am currently on an estimate of 8.5 for my speaking English. And the reason why I'm using simple words here is because, look, we don't chat like we're Shakespeare's on daily basis, right? So you use easily communicatable language on daily basis. I'm sorry, I don't know if that's a word. Like as long as you can communicate clearly, it's normal and it's fine. So this is why I tend to use easier words when I'm doing live streaming here on campus on the weekend. This is like a chill little conversation. It's more like a small talk. Yeah. Okay, so what's my height? Wow, okay, I am 164 centimeters, which is not super tall. I stopped growing for quite a while actually. Yeah, ever since I was, I don't know, ever since I was 50, 60? Yeah, I stopped growing for a while. So, just gonna welcome everyone. If you haven't seen me before, I'm Angela and I am doing what am I doing right now? I'm doing a live stream here on campus at the University of Queensland. Sorry, I just zoomed out for a second. And behind me is the famous Great Court where people take lots of pretty photos. And it's a really good light today. Like the sun is got like a soft kind of a soft yellow kind of color. It's really nice today. So when do I do my live streaming? On Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays, I do my live streaming at midday, so in an office. 我每周2、周4和周5会在Brisbane City 的一个 office 里面直播，是中午的时间，中午11点20到12点20左右。然后呢，我每个周6日会选一天给大家一个 surprise live stream， 会有个小彩蛋的直播，就是在我们的学校或者是去别的有意思的地方。So it's more interesting for everyone. I have surprise live streamings every now and then. So if you think I can help you learn English, or if you want to watch my live streaming here as an international student, please remember to follow and like, and please stay with me on my journey tonight. Okay, so you look familiar. Street mock test. Yes, I'm from Nick's mock test. Yay, my teacher's followers are also here. So everyone, I am learning with my teacher Nick right now, preparing for IELTS exam. I'm planning to do it later this month, which is probably at the very end of this month or early March. Or early April. Sorry, I'm planning to do it either later this month or early April. So I'm still learning with my teacher Nick right now, and yes, if I look familiar to you, I'm from my teacher Nick's channel. Yeah, and I'm starting my own live streaming because I want to help you guys practice some speaking English, and we can talk together, just having a casual chat, you know. And then you can also go and do some mock exams with my teacher Nick. 大家可以去我老师尼克，可以搜索雅思考官尼克，然后去他直播间做一个模考。如果大家想看一下自己英语水平在哪里，然后怎么去进步。Okay, so everyone can go find my teacher Nick as well. You can search him up, and then he do free mock exams here live on Douyin. Okay, so let's keep going. I see lots of comments, which is really good. Do I dance K-pop? Can I dance K-pop? That's a really, really good question, and my simple answer for that is heck no. I literally cannot dance. Thank you so much for the sign. Thank you. I love how we're all interacting really well today. I cannot dance at all, to be honest. I'm a really bad dancer. I used to do hip-hop when I was in high school. Like I used to do K-pop and hip-hop dancing. Like we had a dance troupe, but I was really bad. I can't do the moves very well, and I'm not very flexible either. So I'm not a dancer, even though I might look like one because I'm a bit skinny. Yeah, okay. So when do I plan to take the exam? I'm actually super scared and super nervous about the IELTS exam. You know the little butterflies in your stomach feeling when you go into exam conditions? Yeah. I am planning to do it late this month or early next month. So that is the time I'm planning to do my exam in, but I really don't want to do it any soon because I'm finding it super hard and super scary. It's not about the difficulty, it's about how it's really different from the kind of English I learned. It's not different English, but it's different structure from my high school learning. Yeah, so I'm struggling a little bit with the writing specifically. And here in my live streaming, I would like to provide an immersive and realistic English environment where we can learn together. Excuse me, guys. I actually have a little bit of sore throat because I've been talking a little bit too much, and I think I need to get some more drink of water. Okay. So where am I right now? I am at the University of Queensland right now. So this is where I study. I'm studying the Bachelor of Commerce and the Bachelor of Science right now. And there's this one class I really don't like, but I still have to do it, yeah, which is really sad. It's about math modeling and it's actually quite difficult. I don't understand why it's difficult for me. I used to do math quite well, but now I don't get it. Why am I not drinking water? The simple answer to that is I forgot to bring water. I forgot to bring water with me today. So right here, I only have my phone, the mic, and then like a picnic mat. So I didn't bring water today, and I'm not actually having a picnic, which is really sad. Okay, just gonna welcome everyone who came in. Nice to meet you all. My name is Angela. I just graduated from high school last year, and I also just turned 18 last year. So this year, I'm trying to get some 9s in IELTS while I do my university studies at the University of Queensland. So everyone, if you want to learn English with me, please remember to give me a follow and like. And as I've always promised, when I am at 30,000 followers, I will start doing Connect so we can talk to each other in English and I can help you out to learn. Okay. 如果大家想跟我一起学习英语，请记得给我点点关注和小心心，谢谢。然后呢，就像我以前说过，我们到3万粉，等我到3万粉的时候，我就可以开始跟大家连麦。然后呢，直播时候连麦可以帮助大家一起学习英语，一起练习口语。OK，thank you so much， 加我粉丝团 ，thank you。OK。Am I in USA? No, I'm not in USA. I am in Australia right now, and I'm at my university, which is the University of Queensland. So behind me is a great course, and that is the building. I think that's a central library that way. And if I keep walking that way, the UQ Lakes are also that way. Just a little break. Oh my goodness. Honestly, talking for an hour is not easy, man. This is quite difficult. Even though I really enjoy this and it's super fun. Yeah, I did. I just graduated from high school. 18 years old. Okay, not 20. 20 is a little bit old for graduation of high school. I'm a domestic student at UQ. Nice. Okay, someone's saying they're a domestic student at UQ. That's lovely. Yeah, okay. So I will just stand up and I might start walking around again. Guys, tell me what you want to see on campus. We have a lake, we have a little pond and little waterfall thing. You can let me know where you want me to go and I will walk around the campus. But please bear with me because when I'm walking, I'll talk with a lot of pauses and it's really hard to talk. Okay, so behind me the tree, and you see the benches behind me there? Yeah, so that's where you can sit and relax. Some people do studying there as well, but because today is a weekend and there's no classes, everyone is mostly studying in the library, so this isn't going to disturb anyone. Okay, so just gonna welcome everyone who came in. Nice to meet you all. My name is Angela. I just graduated from high school last year, also just turned 18 last year. So this year I'm trying to get some 9s in IELTS while I do my university studies. Yeah, so I'm 18, yeah. Thank you so much, everyone. So if you want to learn English with me, I will be providing some of my tips and strategies. Please feel free to follow me. 大家如果想跟我一起学习英语，想听我分享我的经验，可以给我点点关注和小心心，谢谢。Thank you so much. Okay, the introduction. Okay, sometimes I run out of ideas of what to say. So how many points do I have right now? So for IELTS, for speaking, I have an estimate score of 8.5 when I did my mock exam with my teacher, Nick. Okay. Let me think. Maybe we'll move on to some new topics. Does anyone have any really good topics for me? Yeah. Let's talk about maybe something that's not studying. So the campus here is a really big area. I'm going to start walking towards the lakes, and I will try to show you the lakes because the lakes is a really pretty area. Sometimes I run out of ideas of what to say. Yeah, thank you. The necklace, right? Yeah. My friend bought that for me as a birthday present. Yeah. So do you guys often go to parties? Just out of curiosity, everyone here? So I don't usually go to parties, even though I have a party every 1 year when my friend does her Halloween party. But that was back in high school. I don't know if she's going to do it this year. Yeah. Okay. Excuse me for a second. So 多久能大成? Ooh. What does that mean? Does that mean how long does it take me to get to this level? I guess to get your English up to how I'm speaking it right now, the fluency and the coherence, it's not easy. So I would say at least maybe 2 or 3 years, depending on where you are right now. If you think you're a beginner's level, maybe 2 or 3 years. If you think you have some English already, maybe less than that, but it really depends. So if you have specific questions, you can private message me and I'll see how I can answer them. But I can't be exactly sure because everyone have a different level of English and depends on where you are, how long it'll take you. Talk about the university's history. Okay. I will be honest, that's a really good topic. However, I actually don't know any history at all about this place, which is really sad. I know we don't tend to think about a place history, right? Very often. Even though I've been studying here, well, I'm a first-year student here in UQ, so please bear with me. So I actually don't know the history of this place, which is really sad. I can walk around and see if they have signs, because every now and then you can see signs, like a little bit of signs saying like what the history of that building is. But I think here in this area, it's always been UQ, so it's always been the university here, and they've just been expanding the buildings and then making the area bigger. I think that's how it is, but I can't be 100% sure. So yes, I am in my university right now, here on campus at the University of Queensland. Yeah. So, curious, do you got the Aussie accent? Ooh. The Aussie accent, I know how to do the Aussie accent, but I don't have as much of an Aussie accent, I wouldn't say, because I think my accent is a mixture of American, Australian, British, and Chinese. So I have a mix of 4 languages accent, I guess, well, 4 countries accent. So I can't be exactly sure what kind of accent I have. I would call it the Angelian accent, which is kind of weird. Okay. Have I done my makeup? Yes, I have, and I might even do a tutorial, like a makeup tutorial. Well, mainly because it's English learning, I can teach all my girl besties here how to say items of makeup. I might do that, but I have really bad makeup skills. Well, not really bad, but not great. So I'm not actually gonna hope to teach anyone anything in makeup. I might just teach some like makeup items later. So, some simple stuff. This is the eyeliner. You see like this bit here. So we call that the eyeliner. It's almost a direct translation from what it is in Chinese, yeah. And then we have the eyebrow pen. So it's like a little eyebrow pencil where you can draw your eyebrow and make it darker. And then I put on blush. So blush is just like the face bit, like here, yeah, the red bits, yeah. And then lipstick. I always like to wear lipstick, so I have like a few different lipsticks at home. They're all basically like a nudie color, like a orangish tone nudie color, which I really enjoy because I think I like the softer colors. Okay. So, does anyone else have any questions? Oh, I'm so sorry, I don't know what's happening. There we go. Oh my gosh, I'm clicking random things. Ah, crap. So, everyone, if you have any questions, feel free to ask them in English or Chinese. 大家可以用英文或者中文来问我问题，我都可以看得懂。然后呢 if you can understand me, please feel free to answer the questions I ask. But if you cannot understand me, don't worry. Just try to keep on track and try to repeat after what I say and then try to understand. So now I'm walking towards UQ Lakes. This is a really long walk and I have to walk back later. Yeah. But I'm almost there, so just bear with me. Behind me is where I came from, which is the Great Court. It's a famous area here in University of Queensland. A lot of people take photos there, like their wedding photos, graduation photos. Okay. Australia. 澳大利亚好玩吗? Is Australia a good place to travel? I would say it's quite a nice place to travel. If you want to go to the beaches, if you want to enjoy the ocean, it's a great place for the ocean. There are lots of snakes. Sure. 还好. There's not a lot of snakes. Only a little bit. Not like little bits, but like there's some snakes every now and then. You know, sometimes a snake will coil up in your bathroom and like in your toilets. So every time you go to the bathroom, you need to check if there's a snake in there first. Have anyone heard of that before? Okay. 山西太原, 是的, so I always use the term Chinese for Chinese to describe myself. And I'm actually from the north side of China, 北方人, so I'm from 山西太原. Is anyone from the same hometown as me? Please let me know, because it's really hard for me to find people here in the same hometown as me, so I've always been interested. I like to ask people where they're from. Yeah, okay. So the weather here in Australia is actually quite good. Today it's about 25 degrees to 24 degrees-ish. So it's a very nice and chill weather today. But usually during the summer, it's a lot hotter. It's about 30-ish degrees. It sometimes goes up to the 40 degrees, but that's only a very rare occasion. Okay, so when do I do my live streaming? 我平时会在周二、周四和周五的中午11:20到12:20左右直播。Okay. So that's my usual live streaming time, and that's a set time. But sometimes I will give surprise live streamings, just walking around, going to different places. Okay. 对，但是我周六日会有一些彩蛋直播，就是去不同的地方直播，可能来我们的学校或者是去公园之类的。Okay. So just to make sure I don't disturb anyone from studying, or I don't go to a very small enclosed space, I only go to like the more natural environments to show you around what it looks like here. Okay. So, what's my major? I am currently learning the bachelor. I'm doing the Bachelor of Science and Commerce, and I would like to major in biomedical science. So just gonna welcome everyone who came in again. Nice to meet you all. My name is Angela. I just graduated from high school last year. I also just turned 18 last year. So this year I'm trying to get some 9s in IELTS while I do my university studies at the University of Queensland. So right now I am here on campus at my university. So if you look around, this is outside near UQ Lakes. And behind me is the lake, which is really cool. Okay. And if you ever want to travel here, I will take you back to the Great Core. The Great Core is where people take lots of beautiful photos. It's a very nice area. Okay, so am I finished soon? 对，生物化学，我想学生物化学。But it's quite difficult. We have a class called Sci 1000. It's learning about mass modeling and then it's learning about philosophy and Python. I don't like that class, to be honest. I really don't like it. I've been saying that to my parents as well. It's a really good course, but I really just don't like math. Like, especially in a science context. And why are we writing, like typing out Python codes in the 21st century where AI is literally taking over the world? We're writing out Python codes one by one, which is kind of weird. And I guess it's important to learn anyways, but I feel like it's pointless because I'm not doing like computer science. I'm only doing biology. Okay. Yeah, my campus is very pretty. So behind me is like a little garden, like it's an area near the lakes and it's got lots of trees. Yeah. So UQ's got a lot of green areas and it's almost like a big park. A lot of people would travel here just to take some photos and to view the beautiful natural environment of our campus. I think our campus, like the quality of our campus itself, ranks really high in the world. Yes, it's really nice here. Do you have a ear hole? Oh, that is actually a common mistake when we say ear piercing. You would say it's ear piercing. Just to correct that, ear hole is understandable, but if we make it more accurate, it's ear piercing. And I do have ear piercing, but I didn't wear anything today. Yeah, okay. So it's because I'm too lazy to put it in today. I just wore a necklace. Okay, so everyone, if you want to learn English with me, please remember to follow and like. 大家如果想跟我一起学习英语，请记得给我点点关注和小星星。And here we are in the University of Queensland. Right behind me is the waterfall, the fountain, and the lake, which is the pretty much the best area here on campus. Can you guys see the lakes? It's super cool, right? Okay. It's a nice place to take photos. But the water actually looks kind of dirty. Okay. If you look down in here, the water is slightly like muddy. Yeah, the water is a little bit muddy. I think the UQ's environmental group have been trying to like fix that, but I don't think it's working very well because you can still see a bunch of mud and oil in the water. Yeah. Yep, I'm 18. Yeah, thank you guys. Thank you for answering the questions for me too. Okay. So your campus is a beautiful garden. Yeah, so that, okay. So everyone, I might finish off soon and I'm just gonna show those who stayed at the end, the very beautiful UQ Lake. Yeah, it's a very nice area. Okay. And there's a lot of people running and doing exercise here every now and then. But because it's a Sunday, it's not very busy, so I can just walk around. It's very chill. Mud is good. True, mud is not pollution, but it's not like, I'll show you. There's a bit of like an oil floating in the water as well. I don't know if I can film it in. It's not just mud either, it's the algae. Sorry, not a waterfall, a fountain. Thank you for correcting me. Fountain, We will call it a fountain, not a waterfall. I don't know why I named it waterfall suddenly. Okay, so you call that a fountain, everyone, for correction. Thank you. Okay. So which city am I at right now? I am here in Brisbane City, and here is my university, which is the University of Queensland. Yeah, a spring, exactly, a spring or a fountain. I would say fountain is more like, you know, like this one, where spring is like smaller. Yeah, okay. And the reason why I say the water isn't very good is because it's got a lot of like random algae, so it's basically an invasive species. So it's not exactly a good thing to have a lot of that. And there's oil in here as well, but I can't get it to, I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, maybe a little bit. That's the reason why I say it's not very good. Mud is alright, yeah, mud is not too bad. It just looks a little bit muddy, like the color, yeah. So, everyone who just came in, nice to meet you. Oh, my name is Angela. I just graduated from high school last year, also just turned 18 last year. So this year I'm trying to get some 9s in IELTS while I do my university studies. And guys, please be nice. What the heck is the comment doing right now? Okay, please try to comment nicely. Okay, 我看我能不能把它踢了，不好意思。What the heck? Ah, wait, is my manager online? I need my manager. I don't know how to kick people out. Frick. Can someone give me like a tutorial how to kick someone? Okay. Never mind, just ignore it. If there's mean comments, please just ignore it. Okay, so I do speak Chinese. I can understand Chinese. 大家可以用中文或者英文给我评论，我都可以看得懂。And now I'm actually about to finish, so thank you everyone for listening to me. Okay, wait, I think I can figure it out. Hold on. Yep, I think I just figured it out. Great, I can't do it. Wait, never mind, it didn't help. Okay, it's okay. 没关系的，大家，我现在马上就要结束了。I might stop live streaming soon because it's almost dark now and like the lighting isn't very good anymore. Okay, so I'm gonna start walking back to the great core. Thank you everyone for listening to me today and watching me today. For those who haven't followed me yet, please remember to give me a follow and like if you want to learn English with me. 大家如果想跟我一起学习英语，请记得给我点点关注和小星星。哇，走得好累，我的天呐，好大！我们校园 so big in here. It's so tired to walk around. Oh my goodness. Okay. So, do I have a boyfriend? I always refuse to answer that. Apparently, I'm a celebrity, so I don't have to answer it. If someone heard me talk about my boyfriend before or my boyfriend topic before, someone can answer that question for me. But I'm not gonna say anything now. Okay. 我没有踢过别人吗？ No, I haven't kicked anyone out. So I try to, most of the time people are quite nice, so I don't usually kick anyone out. And because usually my manager will be tracking, thank you so much, 加我粉丝团. Usually my manager tracks the comments and then kicks people out for me. So I haven't actually done that myself. I will ask him how to do it. Yeah. So that's why I was like, oh my god, I need my manager. Okay, I'm sorry, it sounds a little bit cringe. I actually haven't used TikTok before. 我之前没有用过抖音，是的。So this is all new to me, still new to me. Even though I've been doing live streaming for a while. Okay. 怎么学习英语？好，我可以最后给大家再讲一遍，就是我们平时学习英语的一个方法。可以先开始学习单词，然后呢，可以记这个单词意思，但是不要只是去记它 ，Don't just memorize it。我们学习单词，同时要知道怎么去用这个单词，用它造很多的句子，然后可以大声把句子读出来，来练习口语。同时，然后呢，我们可以造句子之后，就可以写一些短的小作文。用这个词，或者是用你学过的句子 ，and that will help you practice the use of the words and the vocabulary。所以我们每次都是先从单词学起，然后学完单词来写句子，然后再写短的段落。Okay, so that is my that's my little tip for studying that now. Okay, this person, who the heck are you? Wait, how do I? Oh, I think I can do it. Guys, I can kick it. Yay, I kicked that person. Guys, I learned a new thing. I kicked that person. Okay, 我把他拉黑了. Yes, I just learned how to kick someone. Yay, Slay Queen. Okay, anyways, thank you so much, everyone. Thank you. Okay. Did I 拉黑? So block 就是拉黑。是的，我选到了拉黑了。Block 是拉黑。And for those who haven't seen me before, I'm actually from the north side of China. 我是北方人，是的，我是山西太原人。So I'm from 山西太原。Is there anyone from the same hometown as me? Please let me know. And I might finish off soon. Does anyone have any last-minute questions? And thank you for those who was helping me. I learned how to kick him. 谢谢大家帮我，我知道怎么拉黑他们。So I know how to block him now. We say kick as a direct translation, but it's actually more accurate if we say block. Yeah, so if you want to block someone, 就想拉黑他们。Okay. So, my current IELTS score. I haven't done the IELTS test yet. It's my first time in my life doing an IELTS test as well. So my current estimate score for speaking is 8.5. Okay, so that's for speaking. 9.5. I wish. 9 is the highest though. So thank you everyone for watching me today, and please remember to follow and like if you want to learn English with me. 大家请记得给我点点关注和小星星，如果想跟我一起学习英语哈。谢谢大家。See you next time. Please remember to come back. 每周二、周四周五的中午我会在这里直播。好，拜拜。See ya.